Tune in to Basement Talk. I'm your host, Riz the King.
This is G-Ray coming out of St. Louis.
We're going to jump into AFC West talk. 4 teams you got to worry about in AFC West. You got the Oakland Raiders, you got the San Diego Chargers, you got the Kansas City Chiefs, and you round them up with the Denver Broncos, former Super Bowl champs from a few years ago.
LA Chargers.
LA Chargers, my bad. That's for being number one.
Why?
Coming out there. What do you mean why?
Why is Denver number one?
Because Denver is already they got a strong established team, right? Their main problem was they had crappy quarterbacks. Okay? So I'm not saying Case Keenum is like super duper great, but he's good enough to get their team that was already pretty much established to be number one in that division. Because that division, like I said, I think that division is going to have a down year because a lot of changes have been made. It's going to be rough to get them in there.
Except for the Chargers. The Chargers solid. They've been the same.
Chargers are still solid, but I'll get the Chargers second. Okay. So I got Denver number one.
Yeah.
Okay. Von Miller's still there. Their D-line is pretty much strong. They still got Brandon Marshall and the linebackers. Their secondary took a hit, losing, to live, but I still think they're going to be still pretty strong enough.
Right.
And the way they run their running game, I still think it's still going to be moving. I think that Royce Freeman guy is going to be actually really good. So y'all check out from that. That's your sleeper pick. Go get Royce Freeman, 4th, 5th round, and you're going to be happy. So
they ain't sleeper at 4th, 5th round, though.
It's a sleeper because they don't know.
Okay.
You know
and all the running backs probably going to be gone by that time
exactly.
anyway.
So go ahead and get him instead of trying to get a receiver that you think was going to be good. Anyway, Royce Freeman. So that's going to make Denver, I think, put them at number one.
Right.
Number 2, that's why I round up, and that's why I put the Chargers in.
Okay.
I put Chargers at number 2. Reason being because the Chargers they can't win close games. I don't know what it is. Every time it's a close game, they find a way something's going to happen. The other team going to kick a field goal. They're going to miss a field goal. They're going to fumble.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen. So until they show me they can win them close games, I don't have them going, taking away with the division. So I got them at number 2. Their defense is still cold, though. Like I said, I wouldn't say cold. They are turnover and sack happy. Like I said, you can build up a bunch of yards on them, but they'll get that turnover and they'll get that sack. They could turn to a sack fumble with Bosa, and you got your boy Ingram come on the side. But you said Hayward hurt. That's going to maybe change.
It makes a little bit.
Depends on how hurt he is.
But I don't know how long he's out.
Right, exactly. If it's a hamstring, it could linger or it could just go away.
Yeah.
So we don't know, but he is huge on that corner.
Mm-hmm.
So you got that. You got them at number 2. I'm gonna put number 3. I'm gonna put Oakland at number 3.
Okay.
Injuries. I think. Yeah. Bless you. Yeah. You allergic to that Oakland talk, huh? You wearing all black. You shouldn't be ready for him.
Yeah. Let's go.
So I think Jordy still. Hey, Oakland talk. It's because, like I said, I don't think they're as good as Chargers. I don't think they're as good as the other team. I said Denver, but they're gonna be better than Kansas City. Oakland has a lot of pieces, and they always supposed to To me, they always supposed to be better. Mm-hmm. They never actually all the way get there.
Right, they never make it.
They never actually all the way get there. Like I said, I think Derek Carr got him over the hump that one year, but then he got hurt at the wrong time, so they ended up the last 2 games he couldn't play, and they were still already ahead of the game because in the playoffs still.
Right.
And in the playoffs, what they had.
McLaughlin or somebody like that.
Somebody terrible. They couldn't make it happen. So you got Amari Cooper who shows up and don't show up. One game, you'll think he's the best receiver in the world. The next game, you don't even know he's on the field.
Right.
So he's so up and down that his bipolarness, I don't know what I'm going to get from. I don't.
Yeah.
And then with Jordy Nelson, don't know what I'm going to get Jordy Nelson.
Right.
Jordy Nelson is, I heard him talking about it today, or the other day, that he actually still run a really good 40.
Okay.
So they say he still run a really good 40. He still look good. Jordy Nelson, I think talent-wise is good, but his knees and he already get hurt. So I don't expect him to play enough of the season to make it a great impact.
Right.
And the rest of their team, I think Marshawn Lynch, I think he can come back in his second year, though. I think running-wise, I think he's going to be stronger than he was. Because if you remember, last year he picked up at the end of the year. Mm-hmm. He just finally got into his groove. So I think now he's going to start off in his groove because he's been training for football this whole time.
Right.
Taking a lot of time
He's still Marshawn Lynch.
Right, and he's only 31 barely. You know what I mean? So he's not old yet. And,
right.
So I think he should be all right. But still, all that being said, their defense is trash. So I'm going to put them at 3.
Okay.
I think they're going to give us so many points that they ain't going to be able to.
But their defense can get to their quarterback big time. And they can turn the ball over.
Well, I mean, Khalil Mack can, but even with Khalil Mack, they don't get to the quarterback. I mean, he'll get some sacks, but they don't get a lot of turnovers. They get a lot of yards.
Yeah.
They turn into a lot of points. So that's why I think they're
So
going to
probably
play
overrated their defense.
Well, no, the defense is terrible.
People give they give them a love.
I mean, they give Khalil Mack credit. Everybody else is terrible.
Okay.
That's what's the problem with Khalil Mack right now. They're like, why are we going to sign you for this deal and our defense is bad with you?
Right.
There's no point in giving you a bunch of money if our defense ain't good no way.
Right. We're never gonna be good.
Right. We ain't gonna be good, so I'm not gonna pay you top dollar just
Right.
to be the same. So that's kind of what they are with him. Then you got Kansas City coming in the bottom. Kansas City was okay. Let me say it like this. I watched the preseason game. The Bears' second team offense was destroying the first team Kansas City defense. I mean, it was stupid how bad they were.
Yeah.
So if you're doing that bad against the second team Bears, I don't see no hope for your defense. So that's why I got them in the fourth. I'm like, y'all gonna have to score 40, 100 points a game.
Right.
Because your defense is gonna give up 49. You know what I mean? So that's why I got them coming at the bottom. And then you got the rookie quarterback. I don't know how he's gonna turn out. You got high hopes for him. I don't. I got high hopes for him to be making a lot of plays.
Right.
Because he can throw that pill. He got strong arm. Things like
They
that.
got big plays. They got 3 big players, big players on their offense.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you got Kareem Hunt. You got Travis Kelce. You got
Well, Kelsey,
Mahomes.
and I wouldn't say big play. Even he can make a big play.
No, he can.
I like Tyreek, Holmes.
Yeah, Tyreek for sure.
And Mahomes and
Kareem Hunt. And
He can
Kareem Hunt can make plays too. But like I said, my fear is that the defense being so bad, it's going to take the game out of Kareem Hunt. So instead of handing him the ball more, you're going to have to pass him the ball because you're going to have to pass to catch up.
Right.
And I think I've seen like this is the few games I've seen from Patrick. He likes to roll like when he gets scared and he think the first read ain't there, he goes backwards and goes that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta step up in the pocket. He gonna learn that as he come along, but in his first year he gonna have a lot of bumps and bruises.
Yeah.
With learning that when they get that quarterback attained, he gonna be stuck and he gonna take a while to figure it out.
But with the offense and the way the NFL play nowadays, you can run backwards and still be having successful plays.
Well, I mean,
often.
Yeah. If you fast enough, yeah, you can.
Right, and he's fast
No,
enough.
he definitely fast enough.
He's fast enough.
So I mean, don't get me wrong. If he break it down, he will be able to make some plays. But you can't sustain a good record with that. You know what I mean? With the defense already being bad,
So
and your offensive line being open,
what you're gonna see
not that
is
good.
Russell Wilson has a huge arm.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson used to make a lot of plays behind the line of scrimmage and throw that ball about 60 yards
For sure.
after he does it.
Exactly.
Mahomes can do that.
The difference
And
is
that's big play stuff.
What's the difference though?
There is no difference.
Seattle had a good defense most of the games.
But I'm talking about how they gonna score.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. So they may be able to score, but they ain't gonna be able to score enough to keep up with their defense.
But the Seattle offense was nowhere near Andy Reid's offense.
I mean, it's not the same style, no.
I mean, it's not. You're not gonna get open like that. It's not the same offense.
But
That
you
Russell
just-
Wilson was based off of the option read offense. That was-
Sometimes?
no, that offense was predicated. They used to do option read to pass or he can run.
I mean, they do.
So they had a college
I know that.
offense, and the first 3-4 years of Russell Wilson's life was college offense.
I'm not taking that away, but
So
all I'm
he
saying
was
is, but
doing-
they also had a strong defense. So to make up for when he gets sacked back there, when he made that mistake and roll back and get sacked, his defense may give him the ball back. In this case, when Mahomes made that mistake and get sacked, they defense may give up points.
So the question is, do you think Kansas City can put up 20 points a game?
Yeah.
I think they can put up 20 points a
But
game.
they're gonna give up 30. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Bears' second team
Right.
was Chase McDaniel.
Right.
Chase Daniels, I'm sorry, not McDaniel. Chase Daniels was diming them up the field like he was Drew Brees.
Right.
And Chase Daniels ain't been able to start nowhere. And that was the Kansas City first team defense. So they said was supposed to squash the second team Bears. They couldn't do nothing.
But Chase Daniel is probably one of the best backups in the game.
Why? I never seen him play backup. He never gets in the game.
You haven't seen him play backup.
No, I'm saying I never seen him play in the game to where I can say he's the best backup.
Right. He's preseason.
No, I'm saying like so every quarterback he's played behind never got hurt.
Exactly.
So he's never got in the game, so I can say he's a good backup.
But I'm saying that
He's just behind him.
But to discredit Chase Daniel as a quarterback is not fair. This kid was one of the best coming out of high school. Came to Mizzou, took Mizzou to places they had never been before he got to the SEC. And then he comes to the pros. He's never had an
And he's
opportunity.
never had opportunity.
Exactly.
He actually did have an opportunity.
With what team?
In Philadelphia, he was supposed to be slated as the starter. Him and Sam Bradford was supposed to battle for the starting job. They let Carson Wentz come in, get drafted, and wipe them out. I'm saying. Well, that's what I'm saying. It was a rookie that came in. He was a battle with Sam Bradford and couldn't, they weren't good enough. They like, we got Carson Wentz. Take him. Shit. Go get a first round pick for Bradford, and then just Chase Daniels. You just sit there.
But we're gonna do away with you eventually anyway.
Right. We don't need you at all.
But if you go look at that team when Doug Peterson came, he likes a certain type of quarterback. He wants him tall. He wants him with a big arm.
Well, Carson Wentz was already the guy, so it was done.
But it's Doug Peterson.
No,
His new regime coming in saying this is how I want to coach my team.
But that's fine. But I'm saying, if Chase Daniel was killing it, he wouldn't have been able to do that. Jesse, what do you mean? If somebody's killing, you gotta realize, you killing it. Think about this. Russell Wilson was the backup to. They remember in Seattle, they wouldn't pay Matt Flynn all that money to come be the pay him lineman, to come be the starter.
Right.
And Russell Wilson was killing it. And like, nah, flip it. They got Russell Wilson 5th round. He was not supposed to be the starter.
Right. But that's Pete Carroll though. That's credit to Pete Carroll. That's just who he is. He gonna play the best player.
But in most cases, that's what ends up happening a lot of times.
Right.
If you're supposed to be the starter,
Right.
you're gonna be the starter if you killing it. Like I said, like Tyrod Taylor, he got a starting job right now. And Hugh Jackman is saying he is not going to not be the starter. I don't care what happens. So you got somebody standing behind him hard because he feel like he that guy.
It's his time.
Right. Even though they drafted #1 overall.
Right.
So I'm saying, so it can happen both ways. It just depends on how good you're performing.
But now Baker Mayfield, if Baker Mayfield was on a different team, if Baker Mayfield was on the Jets, he would be the starter.
Maybe, I don't know.
Because they about to make Sam Darnold the starter.
Right.
And Sam Darnold's on 50% right now.
But, I mean, Sam Darnold played some pretty. He did good enough where they're like, you know what, we can see something in him.
I mean, he looks
That's what I'm
the
saying.
part.
Right, exactly. And he played the games he played in. He's performed well enough. He out there bumming it up.
He looks the part. That's all I'm gonna say. He
But-
looks the part.
But I'm saying, when you put him in the game, he's performing.
But Josh McCown can do the same things.
Josh McCown is 97 years old.
But Josh McCown can do the same things that old boy is doing.
I don't think so.
He did it all last year.
Not really.
Rolling out of the pocket, throwing the ball.
No, I'm
throwing
saying
the
Josh
ball 40
McCown was
yards
okay,
downfield.
but guess what? He ended up not having a very good season overall.
Well, I don't know what the season was, but I'm saying
what I'm
the
saying.
same passes and stuff that Sam Darnold is throwing, I'm seeing Teddy Bridgewater throw these passes just as easy with no problem whatsoever. And I've seen Josh McCown do the same thing in the same offense.
I understand what you're saying, but that's what I'm saying. When you're killing it as a starter, they're not going to put the rookie in over you. You got to be killing it. Chase Daniels had his chance to kill it in Philadelphia. He didn't.
But he wasn't a guaranteed starter.
He was battling with Sam Bradford.
So he wasn't a starter.
But he was battling with Sam Bradford.
I get it.
So me and you are in competition. That third guy is not in competition.
So when you bring him in on paper, who's the starter? Guaranteed.
What you mean?
On paper, Sam Bradford, Chase Daniel. We look at that. Who you gonna think gonna be the starter?
It's not you. They were battling. They didn't know.
Just looking at paper coming in.
No.
who do you expect to be?
The Sam Bradford actually played there the year before, so he already knew that he didn't like Sam Bradford.
But Sam, did he get hurt?
He played for Philadelphia, and then I don't know, he got hurt. Sam Bradford.
Yeah.
But he still played enough to where you got to see him.
Right.
Yeah, remember?
And he played good enough. He had some good games over there.
I mean, y'all have some good
He
games.
just can't depend on him.
Exactly.
Just can't depend.
So
That's
he
it.
was battling with Chase Daniels.
But that wasn't a battle.
I'm telling you,
If
what
Sam
happened.
Bradford is healthy, he's always gonna be the starter.
But my ranking again is I got Denver up top, Chargers at number 2,
Yep.
Raiders at 3, and the bottom gonna be KC.
Yeah, that KC pick is the wrong spot.
But do you realize how bad? I don't think about how bad their defense is. They can score 27 points, but they giving up 28. It don't matter. Their defense, their defense is really bad, really bad. Eric Berry. I don't know if he gonna play.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think well, they say he hurt. He gonna play, but he hurt.
Right, he stayed
So
hurt
we
too.
don't know how. Right, we don't know how healthy he gonna be. They ain't got no
Right.
corners no more. You got rid of Marcus Peters.
Right. I mean, they lost their linebacker and everything.
They lost everything.
Right.
So their defense is like really building from the ground
So
up.
I'm not gonna retract my statement.
Well, you got him at
I am at 2.
2. Okay.
I'm not gonna retract my statement, but I am going to. I'm gonna watch him. I'm gonna watch him closely.
Yeah, just watch him and
I'm
get
watching
an idea.
closely. I mean, but I do like Mahomes. I like what Andy Reid gonna be able to do with him. I think the element of surprise is gonna be amazing. I think you'll see.
Because he run the same plays no matter who the quarterback is.
It's gonna be a surprise when you got him running them plays because he's too much of an athlete not to show it, and you're too young not to be silly and run out that pocket and try to do some crazy stuff
He gonna try to make
downfield.
he gonna try to make some plays.
Yeah, and I can see him making some plays. He can get a 60-yard run like RG3 got
For sure.
with no problem.
For
So
sure.
I see him doing some big plays every week as long as he's healthy, and that's gonna be hard to stop. If you got Tyreek Hill who can take the top off of any defense, and I can throw the ball beyond any way any defense can run.
Yeah.
You got to account for that every play.
No, I know.
So that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, if Tyreek Hill don't run a crossing route, it's gonna be scary.
It's gonna be tough.
Right. That's my ranking. Make me ranking one more time.
I had the Chargers
Chargers,
first.
my bad.
The Chargers are first.
Yeah.
They too good. They too good. They seasoned. They coming back with their same crew, and I think that they're ready. I don't see them continue to have a bad start of the season for another 6 or 7 consecutive season like they've been doing it. It's got to stop at some point, so I think this is the year it stops.
All right.
Kansas City,
Okay.
then you got Oakland,
Yep.
and then you got the mangy
Got
Broncos.
the Denver in the bottom.
Got the mangy Broncos.
One more time for me. I got Denver, got the Chargers, Oakland, then I got the Kansas City. Now, you said I didn't say nobody last.
The Oakland.
It's just the city. Let us know, man. AFC West. I know it's some Kansas City fans, some Oakland fans that's gonna hate what we've been talking about. Let us
Yeah.
know, Chargers fans, everybody. Let us know how y'all feel. Jump in the comments. Let us know.
Luck to them Raiders.
For sure, man. Good luck.
Luck to them Raiders.
Yep.